What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez has decided not to fight on the Mexican Independence holiday in September, which is surprising because that's his slot. That's his date. You know, he really adopted those dates from Floyd Money Mayweather after Floyd transcended to the retirement ranks, and it wasn't bad. He made a good account of himself on doing so with those two dates. The fight with, he didn't fight at all this time last year. And of course, he fought, who did he fight? Amir Khan the year before that. Okay, last year he didn't fight, so that brings us into 17. No, that was not 17. I'm trying to remember who he fought at that point. I know the two to Golovkin, which was a year apart. So, and those were both. One was last year. The other one was a year before that. Anyway, he had those two dates. And he is canceling that date due to a knee injury. Now, I remember when he was on suspension and they said he had cosmetic surgery on his knee. And I looked at it and he was always wearing a knee brace. I never had or seen any problems or any physical problems from Canelo with his movement. But I did always question, why does he have that damn knee brace on? And what type of cosmetic surgery should you be having? I don't get that. I don't get that at all. So I'm thinking, okay, is there anything else that's going on with Canelo? For you to cancel a fight. Think about, okay, this is July, August, September. If he had surgery last year, he had to re-injure it maybe in the Jacobs fight, because that was his last fight, right? So that's the thing. You ask yourself, like, well, did he injure himself recently? Because that's, did he do it in camp? Did he, because, again, I haven't seen any problems with that. I don't know what it is. I think, honestly, this is what I think. I don't think it's his knee at all, because there's not enough evidence supporting that he hurt his knee. He didn't say that after, he fought Jacobs. He looked good in the Jacobs fight. So my question is, why is he now canceling this whole event? Well, I'll tell you for one, he doesn't have to worry about money because it's a salary, okay? So when he fights or not, he's still fighting on the zone. He can cancel that bout. And for two, I think that the fight that he could have had, since Kovalev pulled out and he's fighting Anthony Yarde, I think that particular fight he wanted, he didn't get, and therefore he didn't get it. He decided not to fight anyone, which I find is strange, because he could have fought Golovkin, which I'm glad he didn't. At this point, I'm tired of Golovkin, because Golovkin has shown us that you just want to stay obsessed with Canelo, you know what I mean, and fight another good fighter, with Canelo, and then he still wins a decision, Then you blast the judges and the venue and all that, and then like what is this going to be? Pacquiao Marquez? What, in the fourth fight you knock out Canelo? Is that it? No, I don't. I don't know. Because Golovkin has too many other people he could fight, but so does Canelo. So for him to cancel that event, I don't know. Maybe he's getting disinterested in the opponents. Maybe he wanted that Kovalev fight and he didn't get it. So I didn't get it. He's not gonna resort to any replacement or any, second choice, right? But to blame it on that knee, I don't know. But it's funny, we didn't really know what was going on with his knee. And like I told you guys over a year ago, okay, maybe it could just be that Canelo took that time off purposely. That clenbuterol thing, it came out of thin air. They probably knew what that was gonna. They probably knew it was probably set up for him to have a small amount in his system so he didn't have to fight at that particular time. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I thought. I was like, okay, Canelo, I haven't heard him ever having a knee problem. Cosmetic. You know what I mean? Just say he had to fix, what was going on with his knee to require surgery. When you say cosmetic, that's something to make it look a certain way, And then we don't know what he did because he always kept that thing on. How do we know that there's any surgery that he ever done on the knee at all? You see what I'm saying? We don't know that, because he constantly, there is not one time that he did not have that knee brace on. So we don't know really what happened. Hell, I guess it's better than Pacquiao saying, and am I said that? And you don't see any cuts or anything, you know what I mean? Unless they did it up under the bottom. I don't know if they can do that at all. I think your rotator's cuffs up here. I don't know. Like Paulie Malignaggi said, well, where's his scar? But if he was wearing something there all the time when you couldn't see it, which is impossible because you're a boxer. I mean, you're going to show your shoulder. It's going to be visible. But Canelo, you don't know what's going on with that thing. It could be some big nasty scar. It could be no scar at all. We don't know because, he conceals it well. So we don't know if that's the case. And I don't really believe it's the case. I think he doesn't want Golovkin because that's the fight that he could make, but he just refuses not to, which I have no objection for because I don't want to see that fight again. I don't want to see a Canelo Triple G3. And honestly, I think that Canelo has given him too much now. Now in hindsight, after everything's said and done, I think Canelo has done too much with Golovkin. And I used to be a team Golovkin fan, with the weight, and Canelo wanted him to come to 155 and all that drama, and I ain't really a middleweight and yada, 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 yada. I was for Golovkin in that because Golovkin was the champion, but so was Canelo. Canelo gave up the belt. He didn't want to fight. We know all this. But after that first fight, Canelo fought Vanes Martirosyan. He could have fought somebody else. People let that slide. He fights Canelo again and loses the decision, takes his first loss, then signs with his own, then starts turning down possible good fights. Turns down the Jacobs rematch. Why you didn't want to fight Jacobs? That was a pretty good fight. You didn't walk through Jacobs. And that was his real first test before Canelo. You know what I mean? So he fought Jacobs, and it's like, okay, I don't want to fight that fight again. Because I would love to see a Jacobs-Golovkin rematch. Hell, you could rematch Canelo. What makes Canelo different from Jacobs? You know what I mean? Like, what's the problem? I mean, they're both skillful fighters. They fought each other. So you can't say he doesn't have credibility because he fought the same guy that you lost to. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But anyway, enough of Golovkin. I think Canelo didn't want any more of Golovkin, which is good. And I think he says, well, I'm going to wait it out. I'm on contract anyway. I'm on salary. And look at it. He already fought once this year, which he fought once last year. Canelo Alvarez is just doing what Canelo wants to do. And this is one of them, obviously. He canceled this date, which is a huge date. I don't know who could feel it or whatever, but anyway, it's not really important. The important part is that he has left that date. Why? Because he wanted to. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think. Do you think that he does have a knee problem? Is there any truth to that? Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.